Okay, so it's Monday. One last day to race on Watkins Glen in the Porsche Cup. So I decided to do one more race. Qualified quite okay. I think I was in P6. Gained a position at start from someone having an even worse start than me. So setting off in P5 for the first lap. I gotta say, this was the first race of my first week of racing in the Porsche Cup that was actually enjoyable. It was really intense. Battles just kept going and going. I actually did pretty well, even though I didn't qualify that well, but see here I pick up one more spot, so I'm in P4. And someone's wide. We're up in P3. I think I haven't even been higher than P4 in a race before. In the Porsche Cup, that is. I'm just trying to find my pace, settle into the race, stay safe, minimize my mistakes, and try and make as much ground up from the other guys' mistakes, because this was only 14-21 strength of field, so the drivers weren't that great. That's why I'm here as well, since I'm not that great. Still, the P1 quality time was 1:48. I did a 1:49.0. So I had my pace. A few laps into the race, P1 guy makes a little mistake, loses his position. And I decide to tag along in the draft, get from P3 to P2. Pass made. It's just about staying safe, staying consistent, and trying to cruise all the way to the goal line. But of course, the guys behind me want their positions back. I had to try and keep a bit of a defensive line. Really trying to stress me out and force me into mistakes, and of course a little slow on that corner. Lose my position, back to P3. Almost back to P4, but I managed to take a defensive line, hold back number 9 there. And take up chase after the guy in front of me again. Because I'd be really happy with just a podium, so P3 isn't bad, but when you've been up in P2, you wouldn't want to give up that position and just stay in P3. Not really sending it anymore. I'm already starting to lose my tires. This was lap 5 or 6, I think. Car ahead runs a bit wide. And we're back in P2. Just about holding on. This far I still had 0 incident points. No close calls, no nothing. Two laps before the end. I don't nail the first turn, and number 22 makes the most of it and catches up on me on the long straight. Takes P2 position, and I'm back in P3, and that number 9 car is still right behind us. He's been there the whole race. And he's gonna make himself known in just a moment. Here we see later on the same lap, number 22 loses his back end. I almost lose mine, but managed to hold it, get past him, and cut into the corner, securing my position. Back in P2. It was the second to last lap. So I'm in P2, 0 incident points going into the last lap. Hand shaking. Nervous. I just want to Not make any mistakes, keep it steady. I see white flag waving. Come on, let's do this. And of course, I run in a bit too deep in the first turn. Pick up my first incident point, running wide of track there. Well, we get back into P3 at least. Oh, no. Number 9 decides to clip the inside of the curb, throwing him off his line straight into us, spinning us out. At least I got to rejoin the race, but going from holding P2 most of the race. See that number 9 again. He dives in on the inside, gets a much better line, but messes up his turn and flies straight into the side of us. And he actually recovers really well. Me, on the other hand, I'm stuck in the long grass. And a heartbreaking finish on what looked to be my best race so far. I get to finish line in P7 with 5 incident points. At least for 12 laps, this was the best race I've had in iRacing until the last lap. My own little mistake that lost me P2, and then number 9 killed me, and